I'm Glenn Weinzimmer, and let's queer up education. High school adopts inclusive O logo following pride flag removal. Bishop O'Dowd High School, a Catholic college-preparatory institution in Oakland, California, introduced a custom rainbow-colored logo known as the Inclusive O to affirm LGBTQ+ students after being ordered by church leadership to remove all pride flags from campus. The directive came from the Roman Catholic Diocese of Oakland and Bishop Michael Barber, who instructed administrators last winter to remove rainbow and transgender pride flags from classrooms. While at least one flag had hung in a classroom for over 30 years, school staff took the flags down on June 1st, 2026. Side note, first day of Pride, holding a private chapel ceremony to mark the transition. In an August 13 letter to parents, school president Kim Walsh explained that the flags have become a, quote, lightning rod within the community, stating administrators did not want a symbol to become the source of division that diminished our ability to care for the students. To maintain visible inclusion without defying diocesan authority, school leaders collaborated with faculty, parents, student leaders, and LGBTQ+ advocates to design the Inclusive O. The new emblem features a rainbow watercolor wash within the school's block letter logo alongside the motto, Seen, Known, Loved. While advocacy groups like New Ways Ministry praise the compromise as a creative solution for Catholic institutions, some alumni and critics argue that creating a custom alternative dilutes representation by abandoning the globally recognized pride flag. District leadership affirmed that auxiliary support programs, including the school's Pride Arts Club and Inclusive Family Day, will remain fully active. This is just, it's ridiculous because they basically put another pride flag out and they've got the green light to put another pride flag out as long as it's not the official pride flag. So they didn't change anything. They didn't change the coming out day or anything else that they might celebrate at the school that is LGBT and gay related. So I just think it's sort of a comical the way, okay, this is a big issue. Let's take the flags down and we'll put up a new flag that no one is not an official flag, but everyone knows it's a gay flag. Silly.
And who was it divisive for is the question. Is it, were there 3 parents complaining? I mean, we're in Oakland, California. Right. I don't think it's a bastion of, right-wing conservatism. It is a Catholic school, which I understand, but they've had a pride flag for 30 years.
Way before.
So now it's a lightning rod. It's a lightning rod in 2026, not 30 years ago. It wasn't a lightning rod, or for the last 29 years. In 2026. This is because we kowtow to the complainers that come on board, and I would assure you that the parents of that school, I could only imagine that it was a very small minority if there were any complaints, and likely it could have been administrators that had their own issue with it that they decided to remove.
Well, look at the coalition that they brought together to go ahead and approve the O symbol with a watercolor rainbow flag in it. They had everybody there.
Yeah.
The thing that I find most offensive about that story, and I do want to preface by saying it is a Catholic school, so I get the point about 30 years, but their stance is pretty clear. So it's surprising that there was a flag to begin with, not that it was taken down. But the thing that I find most offensive is that there was a private ceremony held in the chapel to mark the taking down of the flag. What was that ceremony? What did they do? What did they say? And why was that? Why was that part of that process?
Right.
And what does the pride flag symbolize that's against Catholicism? It's a representation of how people identify. It is not about having sex. It is about how people identify. So, and the Pope himself has blessed and embraced LGBTQ people as being members of the church. Now, the particulars of LGBTQ relationships may not be fully sanctioned by the Catholic Church, but identifying people and groups of people and recognizing them is certainly not anti-Catholic doctrine.
I'm going to be a little contrarian here, and I'm going to say if you're going to play in their sandbox, then you're playing in their sandbox. It doesn't, for me, and especially because I work in a school and I understand bureaucracy and I do understand systems. I know, Glenn, and all of you all understand big systems. You all work in systems. They didn't have to do anything. They could have taken it down and they could have just said, look, we don't want any flag. So the fact that there is a flag, that there's a rainbow at all, and it's seen, whatever their motto is, seen, loved, heard, whatever it is, it's better than, a sharp stick in the eye, as my grandmother would say. I mean, do I like it? No. Do I think the rationale is stupid? Yes. So what? Now what? We have to move on from it. I mean, don't send your kid to that school if you don't like what the Archdiocese of Oakland is doing. I mean, yes, it's offensive. It's a Catholic school. I mean, so what now? What? Like, get over it.
That opens up a bigger can of worms about how schools are funded and whether or not students are getting a good public education. So why would you send your kid to a private school? Like that's a different story, I think, but it's something that runs very tangential to this.
And we won't talk about Catholic priests on this story, right?
Well, it's just not part of this conversation, but
no.
Next time.
Only if they have an O in their office.
Yeah.
There's no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by sharing them and subscribing to Queer News Tonight.